Liverpool win again. Liverpool win in the Champions League again. Liverpool win a game again. It's becoming a normality that we sit here and speak about the brilliance of Liverpool and the brilliance of Arne Slot's men who have broke records this season, both domestically and internationally on the European stage. But guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, all that good stuff, and make sure to hit the bell notification so you never miss another one of my videos. But Liverpool win again. Liverpool go unbeaten in the Champions League with a game to spare. They will top the league phase in its first season of its new format. And they finish top, like I said before. And along the way, the caliber of teams that Liverpool have managed to, topple, the likes of Real Madrid, who they've struggled against massively over the last 10 years or so. Bayer Leverkusen, domestically unbeaten last season, only losing in the Europa League final to Atalanta, beaten, destroyed, bruised, taken apart at Anfield, 4-0, going away to the San Siro, a 3-1 victory. It might not be the same San Siro that it once was, but it's still a tough Champions League game to play in a hostile atmosphere. 3-1. Liverpool had a kind of a choppy, kind of weird kind of performance at Girona, but again, clean sheet and a 1-0 victory. It's what the best teams do. When you're down, when you can't play at your best, you win. They have done the same thing against Lille today. Liverpool made 4 changes from the Brentford game. Tsimikas came in. No, not Tsimikas. Tsimikas started the game against Brentford. He started against Lille as well. Jarrell Kwanzaa came in for Ibu Konate. Darwin Núñez came in for Cody Gakpo, which meant Luis Diaz then shifts to left-hand side. Connor Bradley came in. And I think that's it, to be honest. No, 4 changes. So it was Kwanzaa for Konate, Bradley for Trent, Núñez for Gakpo, and it was one more. I can't really remember what it was, We got Szoboszlai, McAllister, Jones. That's it. Jones for McAllister. Yeah, there was 4 changes. But you know what? As Liverpool, as ever, changes or not, they get the victory. And like I said on previous videos, it's been a weird start to the year for Liverpool, with Brentford being the first kind of league victory they've had this year. Obviously drawing to United and beating Accrington Stanley in the cup, and obviously Liverpool needed to get back to winning ways, especially after losing to Tottenham in the League Cup, and they did that beautifully against Accrington Stanley. So it's very important that Liverpool just keep this momentum. Now they've gone 7 out of 7 in the Champions League in a very, very solid performance, and I don't think Liverpool by any stretch of the imagination were at their fluent best today. But the most important thing in this position when you're in this league phase of the Champions League is getting points on the board. And I think that's what's different about this Champions League, that you play the team only one time, and you play different opponents. And I think that helps teams, and it's a negative to some teams as well. But Liverpool again, Lille coming to Anfield, they are unbeaten in the Champions League. I think apart from the game against Sporting Lisbon, they've beaten the likes of Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. They've been held by Juventus. So it is a very, very good team. I think they were domestically unbeaten in 20 or something like that. They haven't lost in 4 months, and I think that was against Paris Saint-Germain, if I'm not mistaken. And it shows how how effective Lille have been this season, especially on the European stage. And like I mentioned before, the kind of teams they've been able to pick points up against. And coming to Anfield, I think Lille fans would have been confident. I'm sure they would have, but going to Anfield, it's never an easy game. Liverpool have only lost 1 game at Anfield this season against Nottingham Forest. And apart from that, they've only dropped points to Fulham in the league. And other than that, they've been flawless, both in the Champions League and in the league. So Liverpool have been the team to beat on the European stage, and I think Lille and a lot of their supporters now understand why Liverpool are in the position they are. The quality they can bring off the bench, the likes of Harvey Elliott coming on at halftime, just completely changing the game. McAllister coming off the bench, Federico Chiesa, who had a very, very nice cameo down the left-hand side, and that's the depth and quality. And obviously Trent coming on for Connor Bradley. But that's the depth and quality that Liverpool possess, and it's what separates them from the rest of the world at the moment, is that they have so many different options that they can utilize and use these players in these moments when you really need them. It's coming up to the last stage of the season now, where there's going to be a lot of games coming thick and fast. I think there's another Champions League group game to play, or league game to play, and you still got the round 16, 2 legs, still got the quarterfinals. Liverpool make it the semi-finals, and the final obviously in June. Liverpool are then still in a League Cup semi-final. It's another game they could play, and in the final there's another game they could play. They could go through in the FA Cup, and there's still over 16, 17 games to play in the leagues in the Premier League season. So there's a lot of games, and I think Liverpool have just started to utilize their squad very, very well. And we saw the brilliance of that today. Like I said before, with the cameos of Elliott, who he got a deflected goal, but you could see his touch was nice. He was picking up passes, and he was able to put balls in behind for strikers to run onto. And I think Nunez had a chance, and he just hit the keeper. But that's what Harvey Elliott can do. He can make these things happen. He brings people into the game. He's got a quality of pass, and yeah, he might not be the most physically imposing midfield player or attacking midfield player, but when you possess the quality, the technical ability that he has to pick out a pass, his wizardry, it shows. And again, off the bench, Arne Slot's given him a chance, and a lot of Liverpool fans have been crying out for that opportunity for Harvey Elliott. But again, he was exceptional, and you have to give him credit, and you have to give Arne Slot some credit to give that belief to him to come off the bench and be able to provide a match winning like kind of goal, you could say. Obviously put Liverpool in a very, very comfortable position as well. So I think you look at Salah's goal in the first half. Well, how many times have we seen Mo Salah do that over the years? Darwin Núñez, who I don't think was at his fluent best today, but I don't think he was particularly bad. I think he ran the channels well. Obviously, he didn't get the goal. There was one ruled out right at the end for offside. It's been the story of his Liverpool career so far, but I don't want to be too harsh on Núñez because I think he fought very, very well. There was a few passes where I thought, oh, he's misplaced a pass, but you could see he was working. He was running the channels. He was causing a problem for the likes of Alexandro and Andre and Mandy, who were sent off. And it's very, very funny, actually, because Liverpool looked in utter control of that match for most of it when Lille had 11 men. As soon as Lille went down to 10 men, they got the equalizer. And I was like, why do they play better with 10 men than 11? And it happens so much. Like, I've seen so many teams play with 10 men and play with so much confidence and belief. Like, if it was like they still have an extra player on the pitch, is baffling. But you have to give credit to Lille and their principles. I really like the way they play football, and I really like some of their players. And I thought that Alexandro at centre back was marvelous, and I'm going to keep a close eye on him because he looks really, really, really good. And he had a few little skills in that game, and he did a little turn. He tried to do it in the midfield, and he got out pressed as well. You're not going to do it twice to Liverpool because they'll just hound you. But overall, you have to say it was very, very comfortable. I thought Jarell Kwanzaa had a decent game as well. I thought he dealt with everything that came to him very, very well. Apart from that sloppy goal that Liverpool conceded, I thought the defense played really, really well. I thought Tsimikas was outstanding. I thought he was absolutely outstanding. His set piece deliveries, and Liverpool should have scored that. Jarell Kwanzaa headed it over the bar, but his ability to put balls into the box, his set piece quality, his corners, everything this guy puts into the box from wide areas, it's just cash money. And it's so beautiful to have a player that can actually put a ball in the box. And I'm not knocking anybody at the football club, but I think he might be Liverpool's best set piece taker. And he's proven it time and time again. He got the assist for Jota at Nottingham Forest. He got the assists. I think he got an assist at the San Siro for I think it was Konate's goal. I think it was Konate or Van Dijk. I can't remember, but he got an assist in that game off a corner for Liverpool. So he has this set piece quality, and he should have gotten an assist tonight off Jarell Kwanzaa. But overall, I think it wasn't the fluent best we've seen Liverpool play this season, but it's business as usual. And like I said before, when you're at this point of the season, you have to just keep on getting your wins and build momentum, because we're going into a very, very, busy part of the season where games are going to come thick and fast, like I said before. So it's very, very important that you win and win and win and build that momentum and build that belief and build that confidence and try to wrap up things as soon as possible. Now Liverpool have a free-for-all at PSV where they can play anyone they want, and they know they're going to top the group. So they kind of have a game where they can rest a few players. Maybe Ryan Gravenberch, who was given a rest, he played 45 minutes and came off. I wouldn't have started him, but obviously on it, that big, bold, beautiful man knows better than me. But I think that PSV game will be important to give some players some minutes that maybe needed, like a Chiesa or a start, who I thought was very, very bright when he came on, and he looked a threat on the left-hand side. And games like this are made for him. Open, expansive football, teams that are not sitting behind the ball, and the ability to play on the counter, and he possesses all of those qualities. But games like PSV away, where Liverpool have a free-for-all, I'd start him, maybe Conor Bradley again, and maybe Kelleher Endo, who I thought should have started, who had another great cameo. You can't knock how professional Endo is, and he's got a decent little trim as well. I saw that. But no, he's just marvelous, absolutely marvelous. And for the price we paid and what we've got back for him, I take my hat off that. He might not be here next season, but he has been a great servant to this football club over the last 2 years. And you credit Jurgen Klopp, credit George Schmadtke, who identified him as a player when we didn't get Caicedo. So all in all, we didn't even get to use Cody Gakpo, didn't use Ibu Konate, didn't use Andrew Robertson. So some players got very needed rest, and especially Konate, who's still not fully fit, and he said that. So, but overall, Mo Salah didn't have his best game, but obviously gets his goal as he does. And like I said, everybody else was fine. I think it was an all-round 7 out of 10 performance from Liverpool, and business as usual for Arne Slot. We've had many games like this season. But the most important thing is giving players minutes, giving players chances to showcase their abilities, like a Chiesa, for example, like an Endo, like a Kwanzaa, like a Bradley, who need games, and ultimately giving us the 3 points and taking us top of the league phase. And what more can you ask for? 7 out of 7 in the Champions League thus far. The first goal we've conceded in the Champions League this season, bar the AC Milan goal, over 250 minutes. I think it's the first time we've conceded at home in the Champions League, which is ridiculous because we're shipping goals left, right, and centre in the Premier League at the moment. And then we kept the clean sheet against Brentford on the weekend, but a bit before that. So it's very important that Liverpool got the victory tonight, and a solid all-round team performance. And you have to credit Arne Slot. He's utilising the squad very well. But Liverpool in a very good position, and I'm sure they are looking at the Champions League as a very winnable competition. And let's hope in May, June that we're in this position where Liverpool have won everything, because as a Liverpool supporter myself, that's all we want. But I really like Lille, and I'll keep a close eye on Lille because that Alexandro especially looks a really good player. But guys, get your comments in below. Liverpool, 7 out of 7 in the Champions League. Are they now the favourites for the competition? I think that is a question that you need to answer, because I think they very much could be. But that's not for me to decide. Guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.